Neiman Hao. Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be talking about the Asian penis. No, just kidding. I already did that video. Actually, today I'm going to be talking about kind of my experience being in an interracial relationship and answering a question that I am often asked. And specifically, a YouTube member, Too Fresh, Too Easy, requested that I make a video response about it. He is married to a white woman, he is Asian, and I guess they've had problems when they're out in public. Sometimes people stare at them, and his wife gets really offended about that. So he kind of wanted to know if it's ever happened to me, and if so, how do I deal with it, and kind of how do I feel about it? Well, first, let me say, yes, of course, it's happened to me. I think it's to be expected in any kind of interracial relationships. There's going to be people that are disapproving of it, and there's going to be people who let you know that by staring or glaring at you. And how do I feel about it? Well, one, I think it's rude, but it doesn't bother me in the least. Like, it doesn't make my day bad, it doesn't upset me. Really, if I let it upset me, then they're kind of winning. Then they kind of have a power over me. So honestly, I just don't really care. Actually, my initial reaction, if I ever see people doing this, is I kind of just want to like stick my tongue down his throat and just kind of like PDA it up, just to kind of rub it in their face and piss them off. Now, I don't actually do that because I'm a lady and I'm not really too much into PDA, but that's kind of like what I want to do. It's kind of like, who are you to judge who I'm dating? That's kind of how I feel about it. But it doesn't really get under my skin. It doesn't make me mad or anything like that. If anything, I kind of find it humorous that people could be, ignorant. And the truth is I don't care what anyone around me, out in public thinks about who I'm dating. I'm going to date who I like and who makes me happy. And if an Asian guy is the person that I like and the person that I love, then that's who I'm going to date. And the only people I really care about their opinions are my family and my very close friends, and all of them are very accepting of it. The person I was the most concerned about is my grandfather, who grew up in, the old South, and interracial relationships just were very taboo when he was growing up, and I didn't know how he would respond to it, and he's totally fine with it. Actually, when I first told him about it, I thought he'd freak out and get all panicky, but really he just was, really cool with it. He kind of started talking about how when he lived in Japan, back when he was in the Air Force, and then actually this past weekend was really cool. He had a Korean woman at his house, and I was teaching him a few, things that I've picked up, how to say in Korean. It was really cute because he slaughters it even worse than I do, but it was really cute to see him trying. So I've been pleasantly surprised by how much my family has really supported me on this issue, and my friends are totally cool with it too. And everyone else just doesn't matter. I could care less about their opinions. And I think that's the mindset that we should all have, is you should do what makes you happy and not worry about what the people out in public think. I mean, really, if anything, I feel sorry for them for being so ignorant, because there's a lot of really great Asian men out there, and there's a lot of really good men in every race that can make people happy, and a lot of really good just people in every race. So you should really be open to, just experiencing people for who they are. Now, I know that I prefer Asians, but that has a lot to do with aesthetics. It's what I'm attracted to. But I mean, if a good person came along of another race, I'm not saying I wouldn't date them. But that's kind of just been my experience in being in an interracial relationship. And actually, my mom is really funny about it, because she's almost a little defensive for me, because she was talking about how some people in like our distant family might disapprove of it, and she's like, I dare them to say something about it. I just dare them. And I thought it was really cute that she's standing up for me and, this choice that I've made to date, mostly Asian men. And so all that kind of just has worked out really well for me. And kind of to speak to anyone who's had a problem facing racism, especially if they're in a interracial relationship, is you just have to not care what other people think. And here, I'll give you a little story. Actually, just this past weekend, I was in Orlando for the finals game with the Lakers and the Magic. I was there. It was really exciting. And I was with my ex-boyfriend. We went to a Cantonese restaurant, and these two women who were Asian kept staring at us, I'm pretty sure in a disapproving manner, and kept talking back and forth to each other. And I don't speak Cantonese, and neither does he, so neither one of us had a clue what they were saying. But I just noticed they kept staring at us a lot and kind of shaking their heads and almost glaring at us. And the truth is it didn't bother me at all. I thought it was kind of humorous. I just kept eating my rice and kind of ignored them. It wasn't a big deal. But the point of this story is it does happen from both ends. It happens both from white people and Asians. Both can be disapproving and both can be kind of a pain about you being in an interracial relationship. You know, there's racists of all colors out there. So I just thought I'd point that out. But just don't care what other people think. What really matters is that you're happy at the end of the day. Because let's face it, am I ever going to really see most of these people that I see like walking through Publix or the mall every day? Am I ever going to really see them again? No. So why do I care what they think? Do they have any significance in my life? No. And that's how I think about it. So I hope this has been somewhat helpful, and hopefully I'll get some new videos out soon. So, 再见!